The point of investing is to make a return on your investment. But that return does not come for free. It comes with a price. And the higher the returns, the higher the price. And that price you pay for those returns is fear, volatility, and uncertainty. For example, if you had invested into Netflix back in 2002, by 2018, you would have achieved a 35,000% return on your investment. But you have to keep in mind that the Netflix stock traded below its previous all-time high for 94% of that period. Or take Monster Beverage. If you had invested into Monster Beverage back in 1995, by 2018, you would have achieved an insane 319,000% return on your investment. These are some of the highest returns in history. But that Monster Beverage stock traded below its previous all-time high for 95% of that period. So if you had invested into Netflix or Monster Beverage back in the day, would you have stayed invested even though those stocks were going down nearly 100% of the time? So what does this mean? You can achieve extraordinary once-in-a-lifetime results with some of your investments, but you have to have the stomach for it. Or let's take a more plain vanilla example. If you had invested into the S&P 500 index back in 1974, let it sit there for 50 years until 2024, you would have achieved an 8,500% return on your investment. All you had to do was put your money into the index, sit back, and let your money grow. But could you have stayed invested in that S&P 500 index when the market crashed 21% in 1987, 49% in 2000, 58% in 2008, or just tack on another 25% in 2022? Or would you have been tempted to cash out in order to cut your losses during one of those crashes? So that 8,500% return is nice, but you had to pay for it by stomaching the volatility. So it's critical to stay invested. And a big key to staying invested is to believe in what you invest in. Because if you invest into anything with high potential returns, you're likely to see some big swings, and you're only going to be able to stomach those swings if you believe in what you've invested in. Otherwise, once the market has a downturn, you might be tempted to cash out. So whenever you invest, always understand the price you pay for those returns. Follow me to learn more.